Okay, it should work. Hi. Hi. There's already a lot of people. Hello. Can you hear me okay? Cause, I have a new mic, so there's a possibility we might need to do some adjustment. Can you hear it well? It should be fine, but I just want to be sure. Hello. Hi. Hi, Mia. Hi, Strawberry. Sunny Days, Kiwi. Visme, hi. You can hear? Alright, that's good. So, I thought, like, I'm bored, and I'm taking, like, a short break from, the animatic, part 2. So why not do some doodles instead? Because I've been drawing, Gangle all day, and... Hello! I've been drawing Gangle all day, so I was like, hey, why not try to ask people for something else? So yeah, actually streaming. There you go. I'm just making sure to see my chat. Alright. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna do some doodles, so I'm just gonna wait for the first request. We're just having fun. Also, I do fucking adjust my little camera so you see me better. Hi. Alright. I love doodling too, that's why we're doing a doodling live. That sounds weird. Doodling live. Well, basically, I was, thinking a chibi toothless, that's a good one. But basically, any character that I know of, any show that I know of, like popular characters, just ask away. So we're gonna start with a toothless, because someone, Sunny Days asked for toothless, so we're just gonna do a little toothless. A chibi toothless. I don't know if you mean, like, toothless with a big head? Or just big eyes? I'm not sure. Just gonna do like a big toothless with big eyes. And yeah, like, this is also, ask whatever you want question. Freaking ads! I know! I'll just cut the fucking sound when there's ads so you guys don't hear them. It's over! Yeah! I found a solution. That's good. Alright. Big head toothless, here you go. And yeah, hello to the people who just joined. There's 18 people in here. Hi! I'm not used to that much people. Do a chibi hiccup? Oh, I do know warrior cats. We'll start with the chibi toothless, and then we'll do other characters. And yeah, don't hesitate to ask questions, whatever it's, like, about the animatic, about personal projects. This is just gonna look like a baby toothless. Just, I see the characters you're asking. You can ask them like a few times. I'll see them. Then have fun asking questions. You know, I'll be yapping. If I know Poppy Playtime, I know like the big blue puppet, but I don't know any, like, too much of it. You know what's funny? How to Train Your Dragon was, like, the very first fandom that I was part of, but you guys will never know who I was in this freaking fandom. Simply because I do not remember myself. I don't know if it's, like, Baby Toothless should have, like, a... Wait. Silverstream? I like Silverstream. I think I do have a design that I made of Silverstream. I could do that. Also, we're gonna make, like, a little... Gonna make him a little buddy. I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I haven't drawn Toothless in a very long time. He's gonna be in the corner. That's where he's gonna be. Look in a corner. That's where Toothless is. I had the chance to have a quick meet with one of the directors of How to Train Your Dragon, Chris Senders. So, like, I was lucky enough to get my How to Train Your Dragon book signed. Super, super nice meeting, by the way. Like, Chris Senders very nice. So, like, if you ever get the chance, I recommend it. I do not know anything from the Smiling Critters. Sorry. But I do see your request. I don't know how to draw that. You got to meet Stitch. Yes, I did. I didn't ask him to do the voice, though, because we were at the end of the line, and he probably had to do it many times. So yeah, I didn't bother him with that. If TADC ends, what other shows will you be looking for? I don't know. But I want to work more on personal projects. I do have an idea for one, but it's not, like, developed enough to talk about it on my socials yet, but I'm working on it. It is not the Legend of Pan. For those who know about the Legend of Pan, it's a completely another different story. Because, if you follow me a little, you might know a bit about this random story that I, like, came up with when I was in high school. And I did, like, a lot of world development, but I never, like, wrote the actual story. I do know, like, how it would go. I just never, like, got to do it, because I wanted to make it like a comic, but yeah, I never got to it. It was about a world where, like, every living being was basically like hybrid creatures, and the whole story was like going around like, oh, magic is dying, and like, you know, classic, like there was a prophecy and like this character is the last of his species and he has to like save the world, and I was like, I look at it today, I'm like, this is like too big of a thing, and if I want to write a story, I want to start it with something like more of a closed world. Yeah. Not something like too big of a thing. I want to be able to like, what I like about writing, when I write fanfic, for example, what I like doing the most is spending time in the character's head, like developing their mental, their psychology. And the problem with The Legend of Pan is that I felt like the world was so fucking ads. Sorry. I felt like the world was so big that it was like kind of taking away the attention from the characters. If it makes sense. So I kind of grew like bothered by it. And the character that had like the most development was not even the main character, it was Chi. Like the second main character. Anyways, Toothless is right there, so who's next? Let's look at the chat. I'm doing the TADC cast playing repo. Do you have any tips? You mean on making an animatic? I would say, what I like to do first is rewatching the live and just take note of, like, every moment that you like. And, what I like to do that I see a lot of people don't do that, and I seriously don't get it, because to me it just makes sense, but make it feel like an episode. You know, make it feel like you're watching something at TV and it could just happen. So, like, for example, with the peak things, like, if you watch it, it all makes sense. Like, the events that happen all make sense on a timeline. And even if you have to move some moments from the stream, for example, in Peak Part 2, I had to take, like, the bugle stealing moment and put it at the start, but in reality, this moment only happens at the end of the live. Like, don't be afraid to move around things a little so it feels more like an episode. Because at the end, I don't think people will, like, ever notice, because they're gonna be like, hey, this is so cool. It feels like I'm, like, a lot of comments that I get on the animatics is like, oh my god, I love it so much. It feels like watching, like, an actual episode. And that's my intention. That's what I'm trying to do. Like, make it feel like you could, like, you know, watch an episode. And that's... What was that? Okay. That's what I was aiming for when I made D&D Part 1. It was supposed to be, like, a full 11-minute long thing. But then I cut it in half because, one, I wanted some part to be done in, like, about a month at least. And, for my attention span, I was starting to get tired of it by, like, 4 minutes. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna finish at 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna do another 5 minutes. What I'm doing right now is 7 minutes, but we don't talk about that. But, yeah, like, I would say if you're losing, like, your attention span while looking at your own thing, it's probably like a bad sign. So take the parts that you feel like are the best, make it feel like an episode. That's my best advice. Anyways, I was trying to look for something to draw in the chat. Warrior Cats. I do see Silver Stream. I do have a Silver Stream somewhere. Wait. Where... Where is Silverstream? Where did I put my cat drawings? There it is. Yep, found it. That's Silverstream. I just want the design, that's why I'm looking at the cat. Don't mind me. I don't want you to see my entire thing. Because I have a lot of spoilers from the animatic, and I don't want you to see them yet. 2 seconds. Won't be long. I'm just putting the reference in the thing. Oh, you're starting animation class? That's so cool! I'm so happy for you. Congrats! No, I started mine like 2 years ago, and best freaking thing that could happen to me. You played Rain World? I heard about it, I think, but I haven't played it. Here we go. We'll draw a little Silverstream. I think I'll do her as like a kitten, because I only have a kitten, so... I only have a kitten design. No, I think this was for like a map that I was in. If I don't draw your thing, it's probably just because I don't know it, or I just don't feel like drawing it. And I'll respect my, how do I say that? I will respect my limits. Obviously, I will not be drawing something that makes me uncomfortable, or, yeah. Because it's obvious. Also, 2 seconds before I turn back the music on, because the ads are taking forever. Meows very loudly. Hi, Liz. Liz, I don't know if you're home, but if you get home eventually, if you want to join, we could do a whiteboard and we can do some drawings. A question for you is the top 5 songs constantly in your head. My favorite song at the moment is probably Imposter Syndrome. Like, every other day I'm wondering what's a human being gotta be like. This one. Next, Umbrella, but like the version from Boyce Avenue, because I love Boyce Avenue. Next, what other song do I have in my head? There's a lot of French songs that I like. I could not name them all, but I like, there's a song called Les Échardes. I love that song. It's about, like a love story. It's very sweet. Yes, you can. Everybody's allowed to ask for doodles. That's what this stream is about. Da, 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 dum. What were your favorite cartoon as a kid? There was a cartoon called what's the name? I forgot the name. We'll have to look it up online. I don't know if it's considered much as a cartoon, but a lot of French cartoons such as are we talking about like very young kid or like No, I don't charge. Right now I don't charge, but they're just doodles. What cartoon? Why do I have like a fucking... I'm having a brain fart. I know I used to watch Pokemon a lot. Like, my dad had these, very old VHS of, like, all the first season of Pokemon. So me and my siblings would just play Pokemon. Like, we had a fucking forest next to my house. And we would go in the forest, get lost, and just, like, pretend that we were Pokemon trainers chasing Pokemons. And, like, I remember running into a deer once, and I was like, oh my god, I found a fucking Rapidash. The deer went running, but yeah. I have a lot of funny story of just me getting lost in forest. Hey, hopefully, why did you make a drawing animation about some of the voice actors from TDC playing Peak? Because I felt like it. Because I like TDC, and I was like, hey, this is fun. I want to animate them, like, as their actual characters. That's fun. I like that. So I just did it. Because I can. It was fun, by the way. I like doing that. If there's something that I like to do, and that you probably... If you're subscribed to the channel from a long time ago, I love to make animatics. That's like the main thing that... Before the big cleaning of the channel that I used to do. And I'm not planning on stopping doing animatics. Hi, Gary. Meow. 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 Well, welcome to the channel. Why did my camera stop? Hello. There we go. Ads. Who's your favorite? I wonder, what if I drew my favorite character and you try to guess? Let me finish, little cat here. What if I drew my favorite character and you try to guess? Because it's not obvious at all. Hi, Tay. Every time I see, like, fart in the chat, I don't even need to look anymore. I just know it's Tay. Only Tay is allowed to fart in chat. Do you watch The Howl House? I've watched The Howl House completely. I loved The Howl House. And I'm also very hyped for Knights of Guinevere. Also, I don't know if it's part of the design, but I'm adding that because I can. Here you go. Have Silver Stream. Okay. And what I like to do when I write, like I draw like random characters, I just silver kit. There we go. Silver kit. There we go. Alright. So. Can you draw Hootie? Oh my god. Wait. I'm just making a quick Hootie. Because, yes, I agree. I just need a quick reference. Wait. That's what I thought. Come here. Yeah. Fucking two bird. I'll put in more littles just to have like some space. Here you go, have Hootie. Bubble with a beak? That's terrifying. That's terrifying. What do you mean? How do you draw Bubble with a beak? Wait. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh my god. Oh no. Guys, what have we... No, oh no. It's like a new version of La Booble, but even more scary. Oh yeah, he would say that just, hi! Hi! I'm a pretty bird. My fucking character just bugging out is so funny. Nah, bro, I'm not sure I like this bubble, like, with a beak. It's terrifying. Oh god. This is terrifying. Oh my god, what is this creation? La Chicken. La Chicken. That's his name. La Chicken. La Chicken. If I can draw Pomni, yeah, I can draw Pomni. I can draw Pomni. Here, terrifying bubble thing. You'll go in the corner. Alright, let's draw Pomni. I don't know, what is she doing though? Also, let me close my door. Fucking character became so small. Alright. All the TADC cats with a beak. Oh no! Oh god. Okay, okay. Can you draw? Yeah, Pomni. I don't know what she's doing now. A panic face? Got it. See, I think Pomni is one of my favorite to draw, actually, just because I like drawing her face for some reason. Pomni. I like drawing Pomni. Here we go. Who's your favorite? Yeah, I forgot. I forgot. Here, I got it. I'll draw my favorite right next to Pomni. Just guess who it is. I'll draw him a bit different. I don't like what I did. I want it to fit, like... Here, that's better. Just hi! I swear to God, the fucking... I'm telling you, like, we should have a compilation of just me screaming 'cause ads. There's too much good content with it. Whoops. Well, how was the adventure, dear? There we go. We'll put them here. Actually, yeah, right here. So how was the adventure, dear? I'll also modify his eyes a little. It bothers me. Way much better. So how was the adventure, dear? Here we go. If you didn't know, I love the possible dynamic they could have. Mostly based from the commercials. Okay, let's see for next one. Looking for something interesting. Okay. Please do not spam. If you spam, I will not take your request. For sure. Freddy? Have you been spamming it? Yeah, you've been spamming it. Can you please make maid dress? I did the maid dress last time. I'm gonna go up in the chat. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba. Sans? You mean the skeleton guy? I haven't played those games. My friend did, though. I'm trying not to, like, draw too much of the same things. Because we already did Maid Jackson another live stream. But yeah, Sans, you mean like the skeleton? I would have to get a reference because I never drew that guy. I don't know much about the games or the story behind it. No, I don't know that game, sorry. I mostly watch a lot of cartoons. I've never like played too much video games. I've played Stray, I've played The Last Guardian. I've played Spyro. I love Spyro. I could do Jax in the Pomni outfit. If that's what you mean. Skylanders? Yeah, I've played Skylanders. Spyro? I can do Spyro. But I'm doing old Spyro, the one I grew up with. Maybe I'm just... I like the body, I don't like what I did with the head. Maybe I'm just like... You kind of sound like Zooble. See, my friends told me that before, and I don't believe them. I do not believe them. I do not believe that I sound like Zooble at all. I believe I can do a pretty good bubble, but I don't believe I can do Zooble very well. It's probably just because, you do sound like Zooble. What? No! I don't. I do not. I do not. Can you say a Zubul line for us? What line? What line are we talking about? What line are we requesting exactly? You made a whole guide just for that? It does not sound like Zubul. What do you mean? All my friends were saying it sounds like Zubul, but I'm just like, it doesn't. Like, it just give you that impression because my voice is like raspy and low. But like actually listening to Ashley, nah. Yeah. Now watch people just send Zubul lines like, please say this. You don't sound like them. Thank you. See? Somebody gets it. Also, you will know that once we're done with playing Stray, I am planning on playing Spyro on live. So, yeah, if you like Spyro as well, you'll get more Spyro in the future. So yeah, if you like Spyro, like, we'll do more Spiral in the future. Here you go, Spyro. Okay. And I'll add Spark. I know somebody requested a dragonfly. Here it is. There you go. You sound like Bubble with a break. Huh?
You mean like Bubble?
Have you seen Keep Up Demon Hunters? Could you draw Derpy? The tiger? Yeah, I could. Wait, let me get a reference though. Derpy tiger. Oh, with a beak. Oh. With a beak. And why did you write break? Do you know what Undertale and Deltarune is? I know what it is. I just, like, never played it or looked into it that deep. But, like, I know the main of it. I like the music. Here, this is gonna be, like, very horrible, but... Minnie Mouse? I could do that. Just let me finish Derpy. I have no idea how to draw that tiger. I never drew the tiger, okay? Be nice. Be nice. I know it's not gonna be the best. This is definitely not gonna be the best. I'm like very focused on this because oh my god. There we go. Cause I see your real face and it's ugly as sin. There we go. Little tiger. Alright, so what's next? Let me see. I'm not drawing Kane with a beak. I'm not doing that. Someone said meanie. Well, I just don't want people taking these and coloring them. She has like this gigantic bow on her head. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. Tiny, tiny Minnie Mouse. I can't draw me. I can't draw Mickey for shit. Ah. Also sunny at this point, so people take you more seriously. There you go. Kinger with a butterfly? That's good. We can do that. At this point, you were moderating, like, without the roles. I was like, I'ma just give it. Might as well make people take you seriously. This music is good. There we go, Kinger. But yeah, we're gonna need more requests to fill the page. There's not a lot right now. Guess who's out of work? Do you want to join? Do you want to join the silly live? I think I scared Sonny. You're fine, but I can remove it if you don't want it. All good then. Here. Gonna add the butterfly. Thank you. I'm doing requests right now, so if you have like anything you wanna ask for, feel free to. As long as I know the character and like feel comfortable doing it. Here. Ribbit? I could draw Ribbit. Actually, yeah, we'll draw Ribbit. And get a ref. We'll draw Ribbit. Oh, I'ma do buttons in a second. Right after Ribbit. Alright. I'm gonna do her right there. Precious girl. Not with a beak. Just Ribbit. Already traumatized of Bubble with a beak. I won't lose my mind. Da da da, there's dumb distractions, no abstraction. I won't lose my mind. Da 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 da. Hello. Welcome back. We're just doing a doodle of Ribbit. I like drawing Ribbit. I never, like, tried it before. And I really, really like the symbol design. Cute baby. I was part of the people who, when we didn't know Ribbit's gender, I was on the team that Ribbit was a girl. And, like, yeah, I got my friends being like, nah, Ribbit's a boy. And I'm like, well, no one was right. Because Ribbit's a demigirl. Headcanon. We know their pronouns, at least. But yeah, part of me thought that Ribbit was a girl. Yep. I did not care if Ribbit would be, like, a girl or a boy. But, like, some part of me was like, since, like, Jack's character is, like, a whole thing with, like, fragile masculinity, part of me was like, would be interesting to see him, like, you know, have a friendship or not. Maybe he was horrible to Ribbit, we don't know. But, like, I'm curious, like, I was like, Ribbit's probably a girl if we're going in that way of the story. No, I heard the Ribbit's voice actor, and bro, that's like the cutest voice ever. It fits her so well. I love it. Here you go, Ribbit. From how he dressed? Isn't Ribbit naked? I mean, they have a bow tie, but... Nah, to me, Ribbit was a girl. Yeah, buttons. Again, need a reference, and we'll hide the little chat, because, whoops. I don't want you guys seeing, what I have for the animatic. Where is it? One second. Alright. Alright. Now you're not seeing stuff from the animatic. Dun, 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 dun. I kind of want to draw a ship after that. Though it is a rare pair, so... Yep. There you go. Button. What is the rare pair? Ah. What next? What did we draw? We drew a dragon. We drew a lot of cats. We drew TADC characters. We haven't drawn an Opfu yet. We need to draw at least one Opfu. But what is Opfu doing is the question. Guys, what is Opfu doing today? What should Opfu be doing? Cause this doodle sheet needs an Opfu. At least one. A backflip? Sleeping? Good question. How do I do a stream like yours where it doesn't show my face but shows a drawing? That's called a VTuber, and I made it myself, and it's very complicated. But you can always commission an artist to make one for you, and basically I put the model in VTube Studio, and it basically, it's face tracking me, so I can frown, I can close my eyes, and it does, like, what I do. A backflip. How am I supposed to draw Apu doing a backflip? I can do him, like, breaking his neck. Here we go. Yeah, you can also do a PNG tuber. It's easier. Here, let's draw Apfu and he broke his fucking neck. Because Apfu does not know how to do a backflip. So Apfu would totally break his goddamn neck. So he's breaking his neck. Is it? I love how we're just all so attached to that little otter. Everyone was like, Apu, do a backflip. Apu can't do a backflip. So he'll just fucking drop on the ground. That's what he'll do. There we go. My poor guy broke his neck. Apu broke his neck. Can you do Stitch? Of course I can do Stitch. Do 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 do. It's not a rabbit, it's Stitch. Stitch looks more like a koala than a rabbit to me. He's like a very angry koala. He's a very angry koala. Here you go. Little Stitch.
Stitch. Stitch is very fluffy.
There you go. Why'd a wink? Oh, it's cause when I look down, my VTuber tends to do shit. Because I have to look right at the camera if I want it to work properly. And then, since I'm drawing, I'm looking down at my iPad. So yeah, it does weird stuff. A seal? I could do a seal. I could do, yeah. Random seal. Little seals. There you go. I'm trying to fill the page. There we go. We still have some space. So, what could be next? I'm not drawing myself. Do, 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 do. We even have Apu breaking his neck. It's crazy. That's actually crazy. Da, 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 dum, 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 dum. I seriously don't know. There's a little blink. Added a little blink. Ragatha with a pet horse. Horse. There you go. Ragatha with a horse. Ragata with a horse. We still have a bit of space. Just a tiny bit of space. I'm gonna do a jawbreaker. Here, little jawbreaker. What are those things anyway? They're called jawbreakers. They were a creature that I created for a school final. And they are basically a mix between a potato and a chinchilla. And yeah, you probably do not want to run across one. They're a little bastard. It's cute because it wants you to trust them until they decide to, well, eat you. See, jawbreakers will use their tails with smiles on them to, like, hide in the ground with only their tails sticking out. And since their tails has different patterns, smiles, flowers on them, you'll feel confident. You'll like, oh, what is that? But what you don't know is that underground, where you can't see it, its jaw is waiting for you to just, well, pass on top of it so it can't, well, act like a bear trap, and yeah. And then the rest of his friends will jump at you and eat you. They're very silly and evil. Yep. And that's when the jaw, like, opens and it just goes like, what? Like this. And its tongue goes out like that. They're meant to be scary because they're dangerous. And yeah, they'll eat you. Like that. Still want to give a hug to it? But yeah, meet the Jawbreaker. It's a species that I have created for a school project. It's very silly. Why? If not friendly, why friend shaped? It's not meant to be friendly. It's meant to put you, like, trust them, and then, oopsie, you shouldn't have trust them. Also, I saw someone saying murder drone, I can draw M. Um... I never drew N before though, so don't expect the best. Da da da. I'm frozen. Great. Hi. Thanks for telling me. I was focused on the drawing. But yeah, I can talk. I'm just very focused right now. Also, the live will end when the sheet is full, which it almost is. Cause we only have one place left. A tiny, tiny place.
Tiny, tiny place.
Okay, what are we drawing in the tiny place? The mini Zooble? Got it. You were the first to ask, you get the Zooble. Tiny Zooble. Fuck. We're gonna add a Gangle next to it, because apparently we don't take enough space with a single Zooble. Tiny Zooble. Actually, I have the occasion to do another cane. Yeah, Chibi Zooble. We like Chibi Zooble. Who doesn't like Chibi Zooble? Chibi Zooble. And add a chibi cane for the way.
Wow-wee.
Should be Kane. There we go. Ta-da! Yeah, Kane is just wondering why he doesn't get the love that he needs. He just wants to be loved. There you go. I feel like this sheet is pretty complete. Give him a B? Okay. Here's a B. Here's a B. I think we're pretty good. And here we go. Ta-da! Yeah, everyone clapping.
Yippee!
I think we made a good quantity of doodles. Yay! Yeah, that's all for tonight. I'm pretty tired. Yep. Ah, a sheet of beautiful drawings. Yep. I'm just stretching because my arm is a bit painful. Ow. You know, B should not be able to fly. But bees don't give a fuck about what humans think is possible. But yeah, we're done. So yeah. I'm just gonna... So yeah. Thanks for joining. I'm personally gonna leave because I am getting hungry. It is time for me to eat. So, thanks for joining. And I will probably publish the doodles on my story on Instagram. And yeah.